Welcome to the Gibson garage.
I'm on a ride. I can't find a reason why you're searching for this feeling. keeps me awake, but I gravitate towards your love. And if I could, I'd move mountains. If you to be in my fractured world, I can't make it if you don't make it. 'Cause it's you I want, 'cause it's you I want, yeah.
or their arms crossed. Right? Let me sound impressive. It always makes me laugh, and that track in particular, Your Spark, when we were working on that in the studio, that was a track that I'd written, which I took into the band, and when we started working on it, I had quite a specific vision for it. I wanted it to be pretty big, pretty kind of aggressive, pretty Gary Clark Jr. kind of inspired. Big sort of fuzzy, kind of like... And we started recording it, and the producer is like, it's cool, but it's a bit much. If you're going to use that level of fuzz on it, it's a bit much. Can we simplify it? Can you do something different? So I was like, okay, cool, what about this kind of part where I'm kind of following the vocal melody? It's kind of getting in the way of the vocal melody, funnily enough, as well as the keys. So I can simplify it. So I'm like, okay, power chords, up the octave. Like, no, too much, too messy. Goes on and on and on. Eventually we get to this. Which in the context of the track sounded great, and it sounds cool on the record. All I didn't factor in is then at some point I have to get up and do a guitar clinic in front of a room full of guitar players and essentially play Smoke on the Water. So yeah, I mean, one entrance, they give me the Elton John mic, and I come in and I knock it over. How are we all doing? We good? Yeah. So this is the point at which I usually kind of open the floor to questions, and what happens is all of the people that prior will follow me into the toilet to ask me about my favourite types of band really using fuzz pedals, or go, you really quiet. I don't want to ask any questions. So there we go, we're off to a flying start. Go for it, man.
Just talk about your sliding technique and how you can choose where you go on that rather than pick the note, or because you do it very sort of like tastefully rather than like everything slides.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've been accused of doing anything tastefully. Yeah, I mean, the kind of slidey bendy stuff and all that kind of thing, I mean, it's so much a kind of subconscious part of my playing at this point. Thankfully, it's not something that I actively think about when I'm doing it, because if I did think about it, it would probably be a little bit overdone. It arguably is on occasion. It's one of those things that I think the moment I start to think about that is the moment it becomes a little bit analogous. It's just become something that you kind of do for the novel value of doing it. Honestly, it started with this whole idea of trying to emulate singers. You know, I've kind of spoken about it before, but taking a vocal melody and trying to replicate that vocal melody. The example I've used in the past is something like Sweet Child of Mine. So if you're going to do... Technically, that's the verse melody. It doesn't sound like that when Axl sings it, because he's not an automaton, he's a person. So what you actually get is this kind of like... which sounds more human, sounds more real, sounds more vocal. That's essentially what I'm trying to do. So whether you slide into a note, whether you bend into that note from a whole step below, whether you bend into it from a half step below, gives you all very distinct flavours of that kind of like vocal sort of fluidity that you would associate with all of your favourite singers. And it's then just trying to translate that into guitar solos or into lead parts, or even into like, you know, rhythm parts. Like the part in Tell Me How It Feels, the verse part is... whatever it is. Trying to incorporate little kind of flicks and nuances and subtleties and all that kind of stuff. It's just been a part of my playing for so long at this point, I don't really think about when I'm doing it, and it just kind of happens, which is very helpful, I can appreciate. And it's an answer to that question. I'll rephrase, for the purposes of Yamaha not wanting to kill me, does anyone want to ask any questions about the guitar? We'll get that out of the way first. And then what happens usually is we hold all of you to ransom until you physically buy one, and then you're allowed to leave. I mean, you can ask Yamaha what touch I mean, you know, I guess I knew this was happening quite a while ago. The signature model was first mentioned to me in about 1985. It's been a slow process to get to this point. No, it was mentioned a couple of years ago that it was kind of on the cards, and then I guess there's a lot of stuff that goes into bringing that to reality, you know, and making sure that it's kind of ready to not just be a guitar that I like, but a guitar that everyone else hopefully likes as well. And Yamaha is a huge ship, and huge ships can take a little while to turn, but once they go in, they're full steam ahead. So hopefully that ship is not the Titanic. But the response to it thus far seems to be pretty good. So hopefully it's, I mean, it's not a limited edition or anything like that. It's going to be part of the core line. Inevitably, there's been a little bit of a clamour to get hold of one initially, and they were all kind of sold out, which is very cool. But yeah, this one downstairs that you can all fight over. So yeah, sorry, someone had their hand up there a second ago. Yeah. Speak into the microphone.
I will. You've played a lot of guitars over the last, I mean, however many years of your career, and you've played humbuckers, single coils, no, but what specifically drew you towards the Revstar and specifically the P90s?
Money.
Good answer.
I love doing these things just to see how much I can panic Yamaha. It's quite fun. No, generally, so I first played the Revstar in, would be late 2015 maybe, early 2016 I guess, just after they released the Revstar. And it was in PMT in Cardiff, which has gone the way of the dodo. Ran all of the other music shops out of Cardiff and then dies itself. And they had a Yamaha Revstar on the wall. I picked it up. Immediately, I think, as much as anyone tells themselves that they're drawn to guitars because of the way they feel or the way they sound, it's bullshit. If you don't like the look of it in the first place, you'll never pick it up. And I thought, that's a cool looking guitar. It's a cool looking guitar that is not immediately derived from a Strat, a Tele, or a Les Paul. It's got nods to various guitar designs, principally old Yamaha designs, funnily enough. But it's not immediately a guitar, like most new guitars are these days, that kind of like inspired by the Telecaster, inspired by, you know, whatever. It just kind of seemed to stand on its own kind of 2 feet. So I was attracted to that. I was attracted to the kind of like simplicity, especially the first generation. This kind of loosely based on a first generation of Revstar that I fell in love with, which had a wrap over tailpiece and 2 P90s. And my dream guitar, which I will own one day when I don't have a hole in my arse, is probably like a 54, 55 gold top Les Paul. Played a couple of them, they've all been awesome. And I would love it. So this was kind of my attempt to get close to that in something which was actually achievable and was affordable. There's just something very straightforward, very simple, and very ergonomic, and very effective about a guitar, which almost in some respects kind of limits your options. Like, I was a Strat guy for years, and as much as you get five positions, you get 2 tone knobs, which I've never quite figured out what they did. It's great, but the eternal battle is trying to find 2 or 4. Trying to figure out, well, has this one got a way I can tame the bridge, you know, all of these kind of permutations. There's something very appealing to me about a guitar, which is just like, no bells and whistles, master volume, master tone, 3-way switch, have at it, try and make some music. Don't get distracted by digging about with, you know, different sounds. I just fell in love with it, and genuinely fell in love with it, and I bought one, and used that for a while, and then got in touch with Yamaha. So it was, in a world where I can fully appreciate that people are justifiably suspicious of the idea of signature models, and people attaching their name to stuff for the aforementioned money. I mean, I'm retired, I was going to think so. No, I can appreciate why people are suspicious or a little bit kind of, you know, kind of wary of such things. I think it's cool that I've been playing a Revstar for like 10 years now. Admittedly, the last 6 of those pretty exclusively near enough. But it's just a relationship which is kind of like organically developed, as opposed to, yes, a signature model by a brand that you've never seen me play before, and a model of guitar that you've never seen. For better or for worse, I'm one of the guys people seem to think of when you say Yamaha Revstar. It's me and Matteo, E.T. And I just think that's really cool. I think that's, I sensed there was a bit of an opportunity to kind of be in at the sort of, the vanguard, being the kind of like genesis of a guitar model that didn't have any association with other players or other sounds or other genres. It was kind of like this blank canvas. And I was like, cool, I'll go and ruin that canvas. And here I am. And they've rewarded me for ruining that canvas with a signature model, which is, yeah, which is all of the joking and piss taken aside. It's incredibly cool, you know. Yamaha's obviously one of the most instantly recognisable brands in the world, and to think that I'm stood here with a guitar that quite literally has my signature on the back of the headstock. Should I forget that it's mine? Send me that ringtone. It's very cool, and it's just funny little moments where it kind of dawns on you. Like, at Christmas time, I had like a bit of a family get-together, and like I said, I've known this was coming for like a very long time. We had a bit of a family get-together, and my wife's sister, her partner, knows I'm a musician, but doesn't really understand what I do. It's kind of always one of those, like, still in a band here? As lovely as he is, I was chatting with him, and he said, what are you up to then? What's happening? I was like, oh, I'm going to Los Angeles in January for the launch of the guitar. He was like, cool, what's that? I was like, oh, so like a signature guitar. He's like, what, one with your like, name on it? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what is it? I was like, oh, it's a Yamaha. He was like, as in like the Yamaha? I was like, yeah, actually, yeah, the Yamaha. How's that? This is not being live streamed or anything. I'm joking, but it's just funny little moments like that where it dawns on you. I'm like, cool, I got a signature guitar. That's pretty awesome. So yeah. So what drew me to it first? Just how simple it is, and you know, like they're just great sounding guitars. Obviously, we spent a long time developing the pickups on this guitar. Like probably the most common question I've had since it launched was like, what was the R&D process? Like, what did you kind of go through to develop this guitar? And ironically, all of that hard stuff, which probably would have been, you know, kind of a bit of a ball ache or a bit of a hard kind of ask, was done when I spec'd my custom shop model back in 2019, the one with all the cracks in it. That was pretty much the development of the signature model. So when it actually came to making the signature model, I was like, well, just that, please. With a couple of concessions to making it you know, kind of a more affordable guitar, I guess. Like cellulose being replaced by polyurethane, and just a couple of other kind of tweaks, you know, like satin neck finish on the back. That was something on mine which in humid kind of temperatures can feel a little bit sticky, whereas this just feels kind of good to go in whatever the weather. But yeah, all of the hard work can be done really. So even I'm now confused as to why it took so long. So when I think about it. Yeah, but I'm incredibly proud of it. So yeah, like I said, you all know contractually obliged to buy one before you leave. So yeah, cool. Thank you. Any more questions? Yeah.
I guess you talked about pickups.
What have you done specifically for the voicing of the pickups? Because P90's traditionally a boomingly loud rhythm pickup and then a bridge pickup that needs to be like a millimetre from the strings.
Yeah, I mean, getting the balance of the two was like a huge part of that. Like one of my favourite sounds on not just a Revstar particularly, but any two pickup guitar is usually the middle position. And that's like my first test of any two pickup guitar is what's the middle position like? Is there like clarity? Does it sound like a true mix of both pickups? Because what you invariably get is you feel like one of the pickups is doing 90% of the work and then the other one's just kind of like popping his head out every now and then. Whereas, I mean, just a quick kind of talk you through the pickups. hang around a bit there, have a chat. If anyone wants to ask me those questions about batteries and fuzz pedals and the toilets right there. I'll see you in a second. Thank you very much for coming, everyone. Cheers to, yeah, this is awesome.